What if you actually understand fear and anxiety and turn them into secret weapon? And not only that, to crush your goals, leveling up, building the real connection, instead of letting them holding you up. Before I give you my analogy, let me introduce myself. My name is MJ. I love helping people. In this channel, I share what worked for me. Welcome to the channel. Let's make it simple. Fear and anxiety are just as important as our senses, smell and touch. Think about it. If you don't feel anything, okay, and you accidentally put your hand on top of something really hot, what would happen? You will get seriously hurt. Fears works the same way. It is there to protect. The old version of me, which is if I see something and I got scared from that thing, what I did, I just back up and that's it. I don't want to approach it anymore. This is wrong, because fear, it's like an indicator, not a decision maker. Let's take one more example. Most of us driving, or we know about cars, the gauges on the dashboard, like the RPM or the MPH. Think of fear and anxiety like these two gauges. Fear, it's like the RPM gauge. When you press on, that's telling you the car is ready to drive. Are you ready to change the gear and move on? An equivalent of telling you you are pushing your comfort zone, or you are pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Are you sure you want to cross this line? That's what fears mean. So the interpretation of fear, like you always hear me saying, if you are watching my videos, everything, it's about perspective, how you see things and how you interpreted them. Anxiety, on the other hand, measure the speed, how fast your thought and your mind going. It can highlight when you need to slow down, refocus and adjust yourself to whatever situation you are in. That's the MPH on the car works the same way. If you are on the highway, you have to follow certain speed limit. If you are on a service road, you have to follow another speed limit. And you are, as a man, you need to step out of your bubble. I get it. Comfort zone, I used to be there, okay? Feels great and all, but nothing's cool happened there. Like sitting on a couch all day. Safe, yes, but it's boring. Push yourself, man. This is the only way you can level up and become the best version of yourself. That's where the good stuff is. Let's hear David Deida, what he said about that.
Be forewarned, you may discover that you don't or can't do it. That in fact, your fantasy of your future life is simply a fantasy. Most postponements are excuses for a lack of creative discipline. Limited money and family obligations have never stopped a man who really wanted to do something, although they provide excuses for a man who is not really up to the creative challenge in the first place. Find out today whether you are willing to do what it takes to give your gift fully.
By the way, this book I recommend it to every man. It's not about being superior to whatever definition you have for it. It's just becoming the best version of you. That's what all about. Here is what I have for you to keep in mind. When I understood that, I start telling myself, fear and anxiety are just guiding, not controlling. Also indicator, not a decision maker. So your perspective and your interpretation to these important things, you have to be very careful how you interpreted them the correct way, because your life depends on these moves. And I would like to end this episode with David Goggins and what he's saying in his book. Let's hear him together.
I used to go to confession. I just kind of confess to you right now. It's not so much my sins, but I had to have the courage to confess my life. And at the other end of that, there's peace. There's peace when you finally accept your life and all the crap, all the good, all the bad, all the ugly, when you accept that and you want to change that. And I never did this. I never did any of this for praise. All these races, becoming a SEAL, Ranger, you know, I didn't care who knew about it, who didn't know about it. You know, my story just happened to come out. You know, it wasn't about a trophy like, you know, one of the chapters talk about. You know, this was strictly about, this was me against me. So this is what it all came to be.
Me against me. So that's you against you, and up to you, my friend. And that's it for today. Be safe, and I will see you the next episode. Bye for now.